Ego, a three-letter word that is silently wreaking your life. You spend your entire life decorating a lie that you call as me. The real you has been buried under layers of identity, and the sad part, you've fallen so deeply in love with this lie that you cannot live without this lie. The ego is not your friend. The ego is the reason you suffer, the reason you break down, the reason you can't handle life. And yet you protect it like your crown. If you think you're better than others, that's ego. If you think you're worse than others, that's ego too. Ego doesn't care whether you're proud or miserable, as long as you stay trapped in the illusion of being someone. Even Private Peter once met a spiritual guru. A guru told him that you must lose yourself to find yourself. Well, Peter replies, if I lose myself, who will celebrate finding me? I've already printed my visiting cards. That's how deeply we are attached to this false self. We'd rather live on a lie, decorate it and protect it, than ever face the truth. The truth doesn't need any decorations, only lie does. You don't suffer because the world is cruel. You suffer because the world doesn't treat you the way your ego wants you to be treated. The moment your fake self drops, then life becomes more light and bright. Well, why is it so hard to find your own ego? See, whenever you do something nasty, you blame it on ego, Mr. Ego. Where is this Mr. Ego? Only he comes when you do nasty things. When you're beautiful, when you're joyful, when you're wonderful, when you're happy, the ego, Mr. Ego is absent. Only when you do nasty things, you want to put it on somebody. You haven't found anyone yet. So you have invented your own Mr. Ego. See, there is no such thing. Because right now human beings are in a condition where sometimes they are happy, sometimes miserable, sometimes wonderful, sometimes joyful, sometimes pleasant, sometimes unpleasant. Because of this volatile inner nature, you are not properly established. Well, there is a famous saying, invest in yoga, then action. But right now, first action comes. Because when you invest yourself in yoga, your system mentally, physically is well balanced and you know how to take up things and do things in a way that are needed. Because you are unsettled, you are going from pleasantness to unpleasantness just about any time. Even with smallest instigations, you can go from pleasantness to unpleasantness. If you think ego is a separate entity, and if you say that me and ego resides within me, it means there are two of you right now, right? It means there are two of you residing within you. If there are two of you, it means you are either schizophrenic or possessed. In both the conditions, you need a psychiatrist. So there are no two people. There is only one person, one individual. The word individual means something that cannot be divided. You're just one person. When you realize this, that sometimes I'm happy, sometimes I'm miserable, sometimes wonderful, sometimes nasty. If you just realize this, would you really want to be nasty? No, you wouldn't, right? But right now you do nasty thing and you tag it to Mr. Ego. It is not the right thing to do. See, the very nature of ego is such that it wants to do things hard. It doesn't care the level or the committed work you're doing. It always wants to be one step further. Well, in the society, people are just doing things very harder because that's the only way they can gain satisfaction. If you do things joyfully, it looks like you haven't done anything. Doing so much and still feeling you haven't done anything, isn't this the most beautiful feeling? 24 hours a day, you're still working but you don't feel like you have done anything. Then you don't carry the burden of anything upon you. You're just going like a child with a simple life, expressing your capabilities to its fullest. When there is such a thing as ego, it will just contaminate you and shorten your boundaries, that you will don't want to stretch your boundaries. When you carry everything upon your head, your capabilities will never get full expressions. When your capabilities doesn't get full expressions, you tend to hold it. So your body also tries to hold it. That's why you're getting things like diabetes, blood pressure and other disorders like this, because you're carrying everything very seriously. So certain distance between you and your mind, you and your body, a certain distance between you and things around you, or the things that you see is very necessary for you to see the things the way they are. You're not here to win against the world. You're here to dissolve to it. Ego makes you separate. Truth makes you one. The choice is always yours. Suffer to your ego or surrender to the infinite. See you. Every sip of alcohol is not a celebration, it's an official agreement to kill your brain, damage your health, and slowly erase your future with your own hands. And the best part, you even pay for the suicide in installments. Cheers.